welcome to the cosmic realm. Where did you think you were going to land when you got into that spacecraft? Anyway, welcome to Cosmic Vinyl. I'm Cosmic Brian. What's up? Just turn down a little bit or turn it up? Up? Okay. It's such a killer record. It's that V, but what the hell is going on? It's like 1983. We'll talk about that another time. Right now, let's get to it. Aaron, Mutha, Alamare, or as I like to call him, AMA. What's up? Aaron is one of my good friends here in the vinyl community. And Aaron is like the king. Well, he's definitely up there. He's such a generous soul. And he gives out some VCLT that is unequaled by many. Let's put it that way. And I've been on the receiving end of a couple of his generous givings. And so he's going to have a contest. Actually, the contest going on right now, it's a VCLT contest. And all you got to do is show your VCLT. I don't think you even have to be subbed to his channel, but why in the hell wouldn't you want to be, folks? I mean, come on. This cat has one of the most killer metal collections in the VC. Plus, he likes all the other stuff that's just cream on the top. You know what I mean? So, anyway, I am actually going to use, and maybe this will get me extra credit in the contest, but I'm actually going to use his VCLT that he sent to me as my contest entry for his contest about VCLT. You figure it out. I don't know what goes on up in here, and that's what the mind shields are for, to keep you guys protected. But the mind shields are going off right now, so just stand back. Oh, where's my glasses? How about a little toast to Aaron and the rest of you cats out there in the vinyl community?
Oh, yes, my good friend, of course.
All right, let's get to it. I got a package recently. When I opened it, I nearly wept because I was so full of joy. It caught me at right. I was having a little bit of a struggle with some of the stuff that's going on with my move and with my new job, and just a lot of stress coming down on the cosmic one. That I'm almost at the breaking point. And then I come home and there's this box, and I know it's record. It's got Aaron's address on it. So as soon as I opened it, I nearly wept because I was so happy. But anyway, let's start it off right now. There's a few records that he sent me. This is Rough Cut. Now I knew he was thinking about sending me this one. Rough Cut is awesome. They're like a 80s. Now this is gonna sound bad, but when I was back then, me and my homies always considered Rough Cut to be like a second or third tier metal band. I know, boo, boo. But as my tastes have matured, how do you mature and listen to guys that like this? Anyway, this was released in 1985, and it was on the Warner Brothers label. But check it out. Check out Paul Shortino, the singer. That dude is buff right there. Kind of looks like he could be an armored saint, you know, or Man of War. Remember how buff those cats were? Anyway, this has killer production. It's so clean, and it's got that real 80s, not overproduced, but just really great metal production. The drums on this are thunderous, and it's just so badass. The vocals, I mean, Paul Shortino does not get his credit. It's almost Queensryche-ish. Is that a word? Queensryche-ish? Well, we're gonna make it one. But I mean, his vocals are just out of this world. And then you've got a dual guitar attack that just shreds. I mean, just right there, that's enough to get a hold of some Rough Cut. These guys are actually, it says right here, their management is Wendy Dio, who is the wife of the elf of rock and roll, the small titan of metal, Ronnie James Dio. Small in stature, but huge voice, huge metal personality, and a hell of a great guy. Rest in peace. We are not worthy, Ronnie. But yeah, this is so great. Lots of guys that were in Rough Cut went on to play in like other bands. Like Jakey Lee was in Rough Cut. He went on to be, playing with Ozzy. The Amir, I think it's Durock, this cat right here, is a guitar player. He went on to be in the band Orgy. Paul Shortino took vocal duties over for Kevin DuBrow when Quiet Riot fired Kevin DuBrow. Craig Goldie and Claude Schnell, who were both in Rough Cut at one time, went on to play with, Craig Goldie went on to be in Jafria, and maybe I think he was in Dio too, and I know Claude Schnell was in Dio as well. So yeah, Rough Cut. That was the first thing that I seen when I opened it. Great songs. I mean, just so great. I highly recommend that record. The Cut. And then you've got Queens of the Stone Age. Now, I love Queens of the Stone Age. I just never had any in my collection for some reason. But this is always the album that I always went to and I would stream. I think I do have some on CD. But I just love this. This is Rated R, is the name of the album. They were formed in the Palm Desert, California, out of that stoner rock movement with Caius. They're formerly members of Caius and those stoner rock bands. Great little lyric sleeve here. Lots of like weird photography, but just thought-provoking stuff. There's some groovy like logos and whatnot. But Josh Homme is the main guy that's been in the band. He's the singer and guitar player. They were a huge part of that Palm Desert, California scene. This record features guest vocals by one of my favorite singers of the 90s, which is Mark Lanigan of Screaming Trees. And I believe Barrett Martin also plays on this. He's the drummer for Screaming Trees. I love Screaming Trees. This has elements of psychedelia. It's got stoner rock, alt rock, just really some cool hooks, very heavy. Simple but kind of complicated, but man, it just kicks ass. I mean, there's even punk elements, of course metal. I love it. Dave Grohl has played with Queens of the Stone Age. Lots of cool guys. But this was the surprise that really tripped my trigger right here. Frankie and the Witch Fingers. Now, I've seen this album around a lot, and I was always drawn to the cover. It's almost got that like King Gizzard and the Wizard Lizard kind of feel to it, the artwork. And it has a little bit of that feel to it as well. But these guys originated in Bloomington, Indiana, but then they took their psychedelic roadshow to LA. And it's prog-infected psychedelic rock. It's psych soul. There's some jazzy elements to this. This is fantastic. I absolutely dig this. And then check out this lyric sleeve. It's got like a really psychedelic like poster type thing here. I think it's like a volcano or something erupting with just psychedelic ooze. But this is so addicting. I've hardly been able to take this off of this has been on the table spinning endlessly. So great. They basically record, they honed their skills for this record on the road, and then once they got in the studio, they recorded it in like 5 days. I'm just gonna leave that out. But yeah, I highly recommend that. It's Frankie and the Witch Fingers. It's monsters eating people eating monsters. It's just kind of an infinite kind of title. But yeah, it's just a fast-paced, trippy extravaganza. It is groovy, man. Go for it. And then another album that I've had my eye on, and I was on the verge of buying this, and he got me right under the wire because this was just about already in my possession. Almost ordered it online. This is Purple Image. Let me see if I think there's a thing in here too. Little, like a little small bio about the band here. But this Purple Image this is a 2018 reissue of an album that originally came out. I believe it was recorded in 1970. It was released on Map City Records. But yeah, great stuff. This band was formed by a 24-year-old known as Warren Adams, and they're from Cleveland, Ohio. And while a lot of the other African American bands in the Cleveland area were going the way of R&B and soul, these guys decided to go for like a psychedelic funk soul type kind of music. And this is just mind-bending, psychedelic, funky, so killer. And check these guys out on the back. They're under this marquee of this theater, and I mean, these guys they look like they're taking a break from, you know, being inside jamming or recording or whatever. But I hope you guys can see that, because it just shows what these guys are all about. Street level funk, just amazing stuff. They like kind of in the vein of like Black Murda and Death. These guys laid the way for like bands like Living Color and stuff like that. This is just so great. I love this, and look at that, just ass-kicking cover too. So amazing. Purple Image. And then last, but certainly not least, I saved this for last because Mutha Alamare is like the evangelist of this band. He preaches the gospel according to Clutch. He has got to be the biggest Clutch fan in the vinyl community. And for him to send me one of his records, his Clutch records, I know that means a lot. And that, for me, that's a true friend, to make a sacrifice like that. It's absolutely amazing. I'm still kind of trying to get a grasp on the lyrics, because they sing about everything from Star Wars, conspiracy theories, mythical beasts, muscle cars. They name drop movie stars and rock stars. There's even a song about, I think it's about having found John Wilkes Booth's body and now maybe going to sell it. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure this shit out. But the vocals are so unique. It's heavy. It's got elements of like hip hop. It's also got like a little, it's got some funkiness to it. Even a little southern flavor to it, but not in like a Skinnerd way, but just in this weird like sci-fi southern. I don't know. It's got a lot of sci-fi in it, and the lyrics are just so killer. And I'm glad, Aaron, that you sent me that and directed me towards the lyrics, because it is freaking amazing, and I love that. And now, of course, they've got like a dozen albums out, and I'm gonna have to start. It's gonna cost me a little dough to start building my Clutch collection, but primo, and I appreciate it. So there it is, VCLT package from one Aaron Mutha Alamare for his contest about VCLT. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this. Got another really killer vinyl finds video coming up with some psychedelic stuff, some new wave, some post-punk. Got a lot of good stuff that I've been finding down here. So yeah, tune in to Aaron Mutha Alamare's channel and subscribe, and you know, come hang out with the Cosmic One every once in a while. I could use a little company here in the cosmic realm. Most of all, you guys just stay cosmic. I love you. Peace. Have a good night, guys.
It's Cosmic Vinyl.